Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome to the final bonus episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger. In today's episode, we're going to showcase one last ending of the game. This one is actually a variation of the normal ending, but with one key difference. Crono is dead. Yes, in order to get this ending of the game, you have to defeat Lavos, basically whenever Crono is dead. From the moment that the Black Omen first appears in the Dark Ages, that's the first time that you can really travel through time with the epoch when it flies, up until you complete the events over at Death Peak. So even if you do the Faded Hours stuff and skip Death Peak, you will always get this ending as long as Crono is dead. So let's go and talk to the old man and see what's going on here. We've already defeated Lavos. Lavos is gone, so the gate will shut. Return now or you'll be lost in time. Oh boy. And all our party members are waking up, so let's check with them. Let's go back in time and save Crono! Yeah, he's the hero, we can't leave him dead. This really is the last we will see of each other. What? Robo, where are you going? Come back! And why are you getting stuck on that door frame? Ayla, what about you? Don't you care? Kino, wait for me! Like, okay, that's pretty straightforward. And why are you getting stuck in that door frame too? Frog, come on, you liked Crono. Come on! 'Tis necessary that I return and protect Queen Lian. And there goes Frog too. Are you gonna get stuck on the door? Yep, he did. And we may as well follow him. We can't open up the door, we can't board the epoch, we can't do anything else. So let's head over to where the gate portal lights are. Ayla, go home now. Good luck, all. Oh crap, the portals are disappearing. Fare thee well. Well, see ya, Frog, I guess. Goodbye, everyone. Robo, come back! And if you, I did not actually recruit Magus for this ending, so if you had him in the party, he would take one of the portal to the Dark Ages and those pillars of light would disappear. You're all so heartless. It's a fate we can't escape. Someday we will all pass away. Marle. Yeah, we're all sad that Crono's dead, but it happens to everybody. But yeah, those two pillars of light, if you had Magus in the party, he would have taken one of those, and those would have been gone as well. Hey there! Okay, I guess the old man had something else he wanted to say. Have they all left? Oh no, I'm alone again! They dropped this! Oh well. So what was that thing that you left there? Well, depending on when you actually do, travel through time. Well, I guess I don't know if you actually can fight Lavos before you have the little memories of Crono sequence. Talking to the old man after that. But anyway, we're here, and this is part of the normal ending, where we have the Moonlight Parade. We've already seen this, but Crono is absent, so let's showcase this again. But yeah, Marle has to make her rounds. They totally bypassed the whole Crono waking up in his room and having everyone's ancestors and descendants appearing in Guardia Castle, which totally irresponsibly screws up the timeline, I'm sure. It's gotta cause some kind of negative repercussions. Can't expect everybody to just pretend like, oh yeah, I've been to the future. It's a thing. Don't you worry about it though. We'll get there someday. Oh yeah, we're doing the rounds. You'll also notice that Lucca's mom is sitting at the fountain instead of standing, like in the normal ending that I did earlier in the series. Well, when we're done making our rounds, I'll go talk to her and I'll showcase the difference. Because I did not do the Sunken Desert side quest for this ending yet. So, Lucca never went back in time to try to save her mom. Get that dancer out of the way. What a dreamy night. Thank you, darling. So I guess Tabin must have, like, wheeled her out here or something like that. So her legs are still damaged. She's crippled. She can't walk on her own. She can't dance. So this is basically what she's like during the ending if you don't make that one little change for Lucca. And I think Tabin says the same thing. Yep, he's drinking his lemonade, in quotations. Try to get him to stop talking. Crono's mom. Have you seen Crono? He was really looking forward to this fair. Where do you suppose he is? Yeah, about that. Oh yeah, of course, he was in charge of the cat. Priorities, I'll just leave her to that. Melchior, he says the same thing as before. You know, not much business as weapons anymore. Everyone else says the same thing, so I'm going to progress onwards over to the telepod. So there's Lucca. chase after her. And we're up at the telepod. I thought Lavos made the gates, but I guess I was wrong. Wait, what? What do you mean? That came out of nowhere. I think a greater force wanted us to experience those events. Huh. Interesting thought. But we'll worry about that later. How exhausting time travel is. And we should dismantle the epoch. Its job is finished. It's not like we have, anybody to rescue or anything like that. I wonder how everyone is doing. Holy crap. Hey, wow, what's the old man doing outside the end of time? And it's good to see you guys again, too. And who's that guy? Give me time egg! Calm down. Rushing won't bring him back. I like how they call him Gasper for this part. Okay, understand. Now hurry, give! You say you understand, but I don't think you understand the meaning there. Oh, and he's getting away. Hey, he is escaping. After him, guys. No, wait, and there's this green guy here. What's going on, everyone? That time egg of his can bring him back. Wait, what? Bring who back? You mean Chrono? Yes. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. By the way, who are you? Oh, too late. The portal's gone. He just took off. Could that have been Frog? He's handsome. Let's catch up with them. Yeah, I mean, Chrono and all, but we're really after Frog, but go after them, but the gates. Lucca, don't turn off your brain yet. Just because you saw a hunky green-haired guy doesn't mean you can stop thinking. I forgot, we have a time machine. Yeah, ha. Hey, Frog, why don't you tell us you were a dish? Interesting way of putting it. Oh, princess, the king asks for your presence. Okay, and now we're kind of going back on track for the normal route of the ending. So we'll go over here and talk to the king. So he's very happy now. There's no reason to run away, blah, blah, blah. He has a gift to commemorate this day. And he's wheeling out, or floating out, balloons and a bell. This is Nadia's bell. It'll ring out across the land. And he's gonna try to lift it up himself, he's an old man and a king. Could someone please lend me a hand? Daddy, I hate to say this, but I can't sit around doing nothing. So, see ya. And away we go. And he's just like, okay, someone will come around. Surely someone will come around and help me out here. Any moment now. Oh, there's Tabin. Shall I fire one off? No, Tabin. Actually, I could really use your help. And there we go. And that was the final bonus ending of Chrono Trigger. So overall, a lot of these different endings are, pretty interesting. Like, some of them feel more like filler, like they couldn't decide. They either ran out of space in the game for more interesting, in-depth endings, or they were just like being silly with stuff. Like you had that one ending with like the Gnu and the frog and the koala just dancing around or whatever. And like another ending that was just a showcase of different sprites. But there were some really good endings too, like with Frog fighting Magus, or the one where Magus is planning to take out Lavos back in the Dark Ages as the prophet. Stuff like that. Or like the successor one where Leanne and Frog end up getting married in the past, and Marle ends up turning into a frog princess herself. That one was a good ending. That one was silly. That was funny. And then you had the development room, which was like, the hardest ending to get technically, and that one is just fun. And I know the translation for that's got to be different in the DS version, so they probably have a lot of different dialogue for that. Maybe even some additional sprites too. I'm not quite sure on that. I've only did that ending once on the DS version. But anyway, now we're seeing we're using the epoch to travel to different time periods to see our friends. This is playing out normally, but since I defeated Magus for this playthrough, we have a different sequence here with Frog. Frog is at the Denadoro Mountains. He's glowing. What could that possibly mean? Oh, and they're constructing the prison over here. And there goes the Epoch, and there's Glenn. Back in his human form. For some reason he has green hair. It's kind of odd how he'd be turned into a frogman. Maybe that's just a side effect of the transformation. But I really wish, and this ending is the ending that showcases the most of human Glenn, like post being turned into frog. You don't see any, that's the most you ever see of him in the normal ending. But this ending where you defeat Lavos without Chrono and you see him jump out of that gate in the Lian Square at the fair, that's the most you ever see of his sprite as a human. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to save showcasing him for this ending in particular. That and the fact that I just really prefer to use Magus in a normal playthrough of the game. But anyway, like I was saying before about the different endings, it's like, you know, some of them are really good, really creative, interesting, kind of gives a different perspective on things. Some of them were just kind of weird or just filler. I'm still not quite sure how Crono became a villain in that Tata the hero ending there, but... And also, right here we have another new twist for the ending, where they show that tree that's at the top of Death Peak, and Marle's there. We got the final stretch of the credits here. This is a nice little touch. It gives you a sense of hope that even though this is the ending of the game you got, you know, it'll still end happily for the main characters too, and you'll see why shortly. There's Mr. Woolsey. But yeah, and I do apologize, by the way, how long it's taken me to finally finish the series. A lot of stuff just kind of happened all at once, and I was having issues recording. My work schedule in real life kind of started overlapping with my recording schedule. I can't record during certain times of the day because the neighborhood gets loud, distracting, or, you know, other things are going on. But I appreciate your patience with me, guys, and, you know, when summer wraps up, I'll probably be able to do more recordings of, like, my next series, whatever that'll end up being, and whatnot. So, please, I appreciate the patience. I appreciate everybody that's been supportive and subscribing and watching the videos. So, thank you guys so very much for that. And now that we've finally completed Let's Play Chrono Trigger, this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys in the next series.